Hi, I'm Mark, this is On Your Marks Run. This week I'll be talking about my second week of Manchester Marathon training. Hi, welcome back to the channel. I hope your training's going well and you're enjoying your running. So just a short recap on last week's video. I went through my first week of marathon training and also spoke about the Hell Higdon marathon training schedule. So this week I'm going to talk about my running shoe rotation and the shoes that I like to use for the different distances and speeds during my marathon training. So I guess a lot of people may just like to stick to the one shoe, a general all-rounder for all the distances and speeds that they do. As we all know, running shoes aren't getting any cheaper, but I do enjoy having shoes with their own specific jobs. And yeah, like I say, certain expensive shoes maybe you only use for race day. You know, your old shoes you may use for those muddier runs where they're going to get wrecked. You may have trail shoes, sort of easy day shoes that are more cushioned. So yeah, they've all got their own attributes that lend themselves to those different types of runs. So these are my four main running shoes. So the first shoe in my rotation is my all-round trail shoe, which is the Hoka Speedgoat 5. It's a great cushioned, responsive shoe, which is good up to and beyond a marathon. The second shoe in my rotation is my daily trainer, which is the New Balance Fresh Foam Vongo V5. It's a cushioned stability shoe that I tend to use for my longer, easier runs where speed's not so important. So the third shoe in my rotation is my tempo shoe, which is the New Balance Fuel Cell Rebel version 3, and I tend to use this for my faster efforts, including repeat sessions. So the final shoe in my rotation is my race day shoe, which is the New Balance Fuel Cell SC Elite version 3. This is a super light responsive shoe with a full length carbon plate, and I feel faster every time I lace it up. So that's my current running shoe rotation that I'm using for marathon training. Yeah, so let's go through my second week of marathon training and how it went, and I'll put some stats and run footage up at the end for you to look at. So as I said previously in my last video, that I'm always sort of maybe 5 or 6 days behind. So this run is actually part of my third week of marathon training. I'm just on a long run at the minute on the downs, just heading to the Coast Guard cottages near Seaford. Some great views there. Just out for one of my midweek steady 5 milers. Just popped down to Eastbourne Seafront to take advantage of the better surface and the lighting. Of course, this time of year most of my midweek runs are in darkness, but that's okay, especially tonight. I've been quite lucky with the weather. It's nice and dry, quite cool. Looking forward to those light evenings coming round again, probably another 4 or 5 weeks. Hopefully I'll be able to get a run in the daylight. Yeah, so as usual, Tuesday and Thursday I went out for my steady 5-mile runs, which, as I said before, I normally run at 8:30 pace. So that was quite a nice pace, quite enjoyable runs. And then Wednesday night I managed to get down the track for my tempo run. So I took advantage of some nice surface for running and floodlights. My club normally rent that once a fortnight, so that's really good. Yeah, so I had a good run on the track. I did a 4-mile tempo run at 7:12 minute miling pace, which was a bit quick, but it was good. Obviously low mileage at the minute for the tempo run. And then I followed that up with a 2-mile cool down run, so I ended up with 6 miles total. Saturday was a double run day, I went to Littlehampton Prom Park Run, and I also had the Sussex Masters Cross Country Championships to run for my club. So that was in the afternoon. Now normally this would have been a tempo run day, so what I did, I was a bit careful at the park run, sort of around 8:30 pace for that, so that was good. I was quite pleased to do that park run because I'd never done that one before, so I really enjoyed it. Quite a friendly atmosphere, new scenery to look at, yeah, so I enjoyed that one. So part of the reason why I chose that park run was because it was near Lancing, which was where the cross country was. Quite a tough 5-mile course. Yeah, quite enjoyed that. Got to use my new shoes, which were the Innovate Talon Ultras. Really comfortable, lots of grip. Yeah, so obviously I wanted to do quite well for my club, but I kind of decided to try and aim for sub-marathon pace, which on that course would have been pretty good, and I did manage to achieve that. I think I did something like 7:48 pace. Really tough course though, so I did feel it afterwards, but I was pleased. I think I was first one home from a club, so I was quite chuffed with that. Yeah, I was hovering around the top third of the field, so I was quite pleased with that. There's a lot of good runners there, so yeah, I was quite chuffed with the result. Yeah, so Sunday I organised and met up with my club for a road run. We did about 12 miles. What we normally do to keep it all nice and social, the guys, the quicker guys, may run off, but we do regular regroups, so we all stay together, keep it nice and social. Yeah, so that was a good run. I got my 12 miles in, just under the 9-minute mile pace, so that was a good pace for a Sunday run. Yeah, so that was all the main runs for the week. I think I've got a couple of little walks in, maybe a couple of light jogs in, but yeah, that was my week 2 of marathon training. Yeah, so the total mileage for my second week of marathon training was 36 miles running, and I got 5 extra miles cross training, walking. Yeah, so that's gone to plan. So still feeling pretty good. It's only week 2, so yeah, not really getting into the high mileage yet, so yeah, feeling quite good at the moment. I suppose one thing that does feel a bit difficult is, of course, we've got dark evenings at the moment, so when I want to do my faster runs, obviously I've got head torch and stuff, but you know, you've got uneven pavements, all that sort of stuff, so it just makes it a little bit less enjoyable for those runs. Fortunately though, I do have the use of a track sort of once a fortnight, so I can do a tempo run on there, and also I can head off to the seafront, which is a nice even surface, quite well lit, so yeah, I can do my runs in those locations. Yeah, so that was my second week of marathon training. Hope you enjoyed the video. How was your week of training? What shoes do you use? Perhaps put a comment. Be really interesting to know what you guys are up to. But that's it for this week. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, maybe like, subscribe, hit the notifications bell so you can see more content, see how I'm doing, see the progress that I'm making during marathon training. Yeah, but that's it. Thank you. Take care.